What's going on? Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. My name is Marco Anthony Fabretti. I came from New London, Connecticut. Down up here, I guess. Everybody says down here. I'm here. It's really up here because I came up north. It's weird. And then when we're down there, they say we're up here. I'm like, no, you're down here. If you could dim that a little bit for me. That's perfect. So check this out. I was invited here a couple weeks ago. And I got a cool story to share with you before I share a poem on love. So I think that's the one thing that can unite us all. And that's what we're really representing here tonight as we honor people and as we celebrate and as people are doing a lot of work in their communities. I think it's all centered around love, right? Agree?
Agree.
Okay, good. You're with me because this is a participation. So I went to a concert in Hartford a couple weeks ago. And I brought a young lady with me, and we met for the first time there. And after the concert, I began telling her about the event in Hartford that I was going to do. And then I told her what it was about, because it doesn't really hit too far home for me. So I'm like, what am I going to write about as a poet, And then she's like, hold on, I got a story to tell you. And she told me the story on the phone. And I was like, you got to come here, and share it. She's like, I couldn't make it. And it might be too close to home for me to come and be on the stage. So I said, okay. She said, can I email it to you? I said, great. So I was like, I'm going to read it for you. So this is a story from a friend of mine who has a personal experience with what we're talking about tonight. She said, I lost someone who was like a sister to me. She passed away from HIV. I didn't know about her diagnosis up until a year before she passed. It was hard to hear those words, a hard pill to swallow. And because of the dynamic between her and her partner, I was concerned that she could have infected him as well. I grew up with her partner. He was my family. He hid it from us, and he knew the entire time. Unfortunately, with the stigma with HIV, I was poorly educated and afraid for the other person, that it got in the way of me being there for her. They had broken up after 10 years together, and she deteriorated quickly. They shared a child in common, and she had 3 other kids. It was a nightmare. I thought I was a loving person, but then nothing about the way I acted in this situation exemplified love. She stopped taking her medication and died, leaving her kids motherless from what I believe was a broken heart. I didn't reach out in any way that would have been giving her another reason to live. I didn't share my faith or my heart with her. I feel guilty because I could have been the reason for her to want to live. When I think of her, and all I can think about is how I let her down in those last moments. She was a great friend to me. I wish so badly I could rewind the time and be there to hold her hand and pray with her, listen to her without interruption. Instead, I have to look deep into her child's eyes and think about what I should have done to help his mom. We need love to get us through this life, and she deserved that. I could have helped her children and given her a break. It's awful how sometimes as humans can do this to someone we love. That we can reject them in such a way that they don't want to live or not be a mother. It's gut-wrenching and one of my biggest failures in this life. A day late and $1 short. It's sad to say, but I love her more now than before. I love her through her son. I thought that was right on time, So I'm gonna share a poem with you that we're gonna do this together because I need love in the building, because I'm the type of person that writes poetry and never reads it or recites it until I get in front of a room full of people, and it's really nerve-wracking. So we're going to do this together. This is my first time reading it. The ink's still drying on the paper. My hand is shaking too, my friend. Where are you? Just the way it goes. So, shout out to my fellow poet Hartford over there, man. Fire. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Love. That's a heavy word, ain't it? Yeah. With many meanings, but don't worry, I'll sum it up for us in only 1,000 words. Painting pictures as I speak it. Love. Currently, I'm feeling it. As I speak it, it's a powerful thing to come in front of you and express it. And you are moved by certain lines that I say, and we have the ability to connect in a special way on this stage. Love. It's more than a feeling of current emotions and things that I see. It's deep, so deep that you can go in and stay forever, never coming out of it. I fell in love. Is that a bad thing? Am I supposed to be cautious? I'm confused when I find people who go through tough times and they say, I fell out of it. Like someone sold them a lie and they bought it. I don't know. If love is so deep, I'm actually confused by the word. If it was so easy to fall in, then to fall out would require more work. How I see it in my mind, love is a deep hole in the ground. And if you want to leave, you got to climb. And it can take all of your efforts and strength, days, even months and years. And as you escape, you leave your partner down there looking up at you with tears and fear, scared that you may fall and get hurt. But at least you'll be back here and we can make it work. Anyway, does love actually exist for sure? Or is it like taking a drug with a bunch of negative side effects and they need to experiment with it some more? Like, find what works for you. But is that why people quit when there's no more bliss and they find there's more work to do? Love. And that was only like 100 words out of 1,000, so I guess I'll express more to you. Man, this love thing is similar to a drug thing. When you got it, you feel amazing, high from it. But when it's missing, you detox and you feel like you're going to die from it. Love don't have a dollar amount. It comes from within and it's passionate. That's why we holler about it. Because the opposite of love is hate. So you're either expressing how it makes you feel good or how it's causing you pain. Wait, causing you pain? Does love hurt? Maybe it's just misguided, misdirected, misunderstood, misrepresented, misinterpreted, miscalculated, misconceived, misbehaved, misallocated, miselevated, miseducated, misbelieved, misesteemed, misguessing, misimpression. Whatever, y'all get it. I just wanted to say that all that stuff moves you further away from love that's supposed to keep you connected. And love that's supposed to keep us safe. That's why personally, I don't follow no religion. Because that love with conditions. But perfect love casts out all fear. He sacrificed so I can get it. That's why I represent him who gave up his life out of love while I was still sinning. See the ultimate example of love. It is finished. Love could be here for years and gone in a minute. All because of mistakes. That's fake. If it left, where did it go then? If we had it, how did we lose it? And if it's lost, how can we ever find it again? It's crazy how one word can be so deep. And we still got about 800 words, so can I continue to speak? Love. It made you promises, romanced you, made you want more of it, so you followed it no matter where it landed you. Took you away from your routine when you find that special someone, made you forget your problems, and those that hurt you made you glad you were just special to someone. Love could cloud your mind like before. You thought a little clearer. Love had you stressing your outfit, standing for hours in front of the mirror. Make you oblivious to anything obvious. Make you sacrifice your life. Made you fight when it looked impossible. Love will make anything possible. Made you speak up. Made you go the extra mile. Made you understand when you were confused. Made you stay when you wanted to go. Made you sell your soul. Whoa, no, that ain't love. That's insecurity and loneliness. And we got about 600 words to go before we finish. So let's talk about what love isn't. Love isn't a void to be filled. Love isn't just a good feeling or a high or a thrill. Love isn't met with special conditions. Love isn't feeling of being locked in a prison. Love isn't unbelief or the ability to see the vision. Love isn't expecting anything in return or even expecting more. Love is Usher in 2004. No, you don't have to let it burn. Love isn't telling someone the truth as you hurt them with your words. Love isn't here today, then gone tomorrow. Love isn't a one-night stand, it's forever. It's not a body borrowed for pleasure. Love isn't empty promises and slow songs. Love is an expensive gift so you can make up for those wrongs. Love is not emotional abuse. My homegirl curled up in a ball on the couch, staying quiet, thinking, what's the use? Love isn't lusting. We still got about 400 words, so let's talk about what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. It does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. Always protects, always hopes, always perseveres, and love will never fail. Never fail on you. Love is healthy. Makes you feel strong. Brings life to your body. Love is a blessing. See someone for their truth. Love outlasts first impressions. Yes. Love is amazing. It's vulnerable, but at the same time courageous. Love is leading me into the dark when I can't see the light or when I'm too afraid to even open up my eyes. Love is nourished by experience, something to be learned within oneself and projected outward to somebody else. Love is an inside job. Love is a piece of art from my heart. Love is expressed in a variety of ways. It creates change. Love is here to help. When everything brings pain and feels like it will stay the same, love is breaking down the walls when history wants to repeat itself. Love is standing in the way. Love gives and never takes away. Love is an initial smile and a good morning text. Love is grace, providing solutions to the problems and stress. And we are all still on pace to hit 1,000. Only about 2,200 more words to express. Love. Keeps me alive, makes everything feel like it's gonna be okay. Woke me up for a brand new day. Doesn't put the focus on my mistakes, but sees me in a brand new way. Love dwells so deep inside of me that no hate can snatch it out. Love is contagious, so pass it out. Creates an opportunity to help others. Allows me to see y'all as my sister or my brothers. It's family. It isn't bitter. It redefines, redeems, refreshes, recreates, and redelivers. Blesses, doesn't insult. It comes in at the worst time to provide the best results. Covers a multitude of sins, really forgives and doesn't have to forget, as it focuses on how much more there is we have to live. Love doesn't go back in the past. It's even in those strangers on the street that we pass, that we tend to look past. But it opens up our eyes, brings us to higher levels, listens to you, carries you when you can't walk or even stand. You know, one set of footprints in the sand wants the best for you, motivates and encourages you. It's more powerful than hate. Matter of fact, that's what flourishes you. Breaks down the cliches, like the one they say, love hurts. No, it doesn't. But it may allow the pain to surface so that you can be healed. Love is real. Love is here. So I'll capture it, take pictures and post them. So capture it, take pictures and post them. After all, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. But love goes deeper. That's why I spoke it and I wrote it. Thank you.